Hey, welcome to video number 166 of Walker This Way with Hazel Walker, the queen of all things
B&I and ducks and networking.
B&I and ducks and networking. We're always expanding. That's what we did. So Hazel, number 166. That's a lot of videos.
A lot.
So there's this funny thing that happens. And so in B&I, there's a feature presentation. So that's when members have an opportunity. It's either 5 or 10 minutes during the meeting to talk more about who they are, what they do, and what a good referral is, and all those things. And what seems to throw some chapters off is when the member who is supposed to present on a specific day either cancels last minute or doesn't show for it for whatever reason. And they're like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And they come up with all these grandiose ideas of what they should do in that moment. We're gonna do breakouts, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do a stimulant, we're gonna do something else. And I'm like, man, who's giving up the opportunity to market their business?
Yeah.
I think it's crazy.
It is. That is a, you know, public speaking is the number one fear next to death. Right? So a lot of people, I think, give it up and they don't volunteer to do it because they're not prepared and they're nervous. And so they don't want to just step up that same day. But there are solutions. I mean, you should never miss the opportunity to promote your business, right?
Right.
But here's the challenge, I think, that causes some of this problem. I'm sitting in the room and they say, anyone want to volunteer? And I think, well, I've already told them what I do like 6 times now. I don't want to tell them again. You are right. If all you're ever doing is standing up and telling me what you do, it would be more of a waste of time because I already know what you do. So it requires that you have done some homework around how your chapter can refer you. Who's your target market? How would I identify your target market? If you had that kind of information and you were prepared with that all the time because you know your target market, you know what kind of business you're looking for, you know what I need to listen for or see, you know, planning, complaining, and bragging, you can teach me how to identify referrals for you. But most people don't use their feature presentation for that. They use it to tell me what they do or how they do what they do because they're very knowledgeable about that. And they feel like, I've already done that so many times. I mean, everyone knows what a florist does, which really isn't true.
It's not true.
Based on your target market, right? Or what makes you the most money. So that's part of it. I think people are just not prepared to do something differently. And let's be honest.
Okay.
It's the rare member who actually does that kind of homework and is always prepared and ready to step up. Most of them are just winging it when they step into those roles. And it's probably one of them, to me, it's a massively wasted amount of time.
So when we do, and I facilitate the weekly presentation workshop, the B&I Advanced workshop, one of the things that we discuss and talk about is at any moment, at any time, on any given day, there are some things you should be able to do because nobody knows your business better than you know it. You should be able to talk about it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes at the drop of a hat.
Yep. 1, 5, 7, 10. You should be able to knock something out that quick.
So if I came to you and said, Hazel, listen, the feature presenter is canceled tomorrow, you'd be like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I don't know. I need 2 weeks to do it, 3 weeks. It's like, why? Jump at it, man. It's an opportunity. Even if no one else does, take it.
And there's a couple other things that can be done. I've got one chapter that if I'm the speaker this week, my backup speaker in the event that I can't make it is the following week. So the second person behind me needs to be prepared to present a week in advance. So they're preparing way out here in the event they have to step in. So they're always the backup.
Right.
So the chapter rarely has people have a blank space unless maybe the backup also canceled. But in that case, we do give the toolbox and meeting stimulants, and the chapter can work on contact spheres or discuss a upcoming visitor day. They can do some planning work in that space if they need to.
Yeah, but only as a last resort.
Right.
Only last resort. And if they get to that, that means all the members in the chapter, when it was put out to them, have said, "Nah, I don't want this opportunity."
Yeah, and if the vice president or the secretary treasurer, whoever's keeping that speaker rotation, if they make it clear to everybody, if the person in front of you bails, you need to be prepared to step in.
Yeah.
Right. So the chapter creates that culture that you're always ready, then you will have a whole lot less problems. But I got to tell you, I remember one day getting a complaint from a chapter. I mean, they were upset with a member. And I said, "Well, what's going on?" "Well, she does her presentation sometimes 2 or 3 times in a given month. She gets the feature presentation over and over again." I go, "Well, how is that? Are they just scheduling her that often?" "Well, no, when people are absent, she takes it." I go, "Okay, well, that's her right to go. Me, I'll take it.
Good on her. Yes.
I'll take it. I'll keep taking it." Right. I go, "You guys can volunteer the same as she does."
Yeah.
Like, just volunteer and say you'll take it.
See, that's what don't miss an opportunity to market your business looks like.
Right.
Take
She's
the opportunities.
always on the ball with that.
Yeah.
It's easy for her to do.
So members, I think where we're pointing you is if the opportunity, we get that sometimes last minute things happen. That's not the issue. The thing is, if the opportunity is offered to you through your VP or your secretary treasurer, be the one to put up your hand and say, "Yeah, I'll take it."
And be prepared. Like, you should be prepared at any given moment to deliver that content. Like, I'm running a special this week. This will be perfect for me. Right? You should always be prepared to be the feature presentation.
I think that'll be a good name for this video. Be prepared. That's what we'll name it.
Be prepared.
All right. So take the opportunity. If it's offered to you, put up your hand. Even if you did it last week and the week before, if no one else is doing it, do it again. We're all cool with it.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, Hazel.
See you then.
Bye.